All right. All right, we're live on my backups. I had some shitty um I had some shitty videos prior to this. Now I'm clear. Good. I had some shitty quality video. I had some really shitty quality fucking videos. I had some lagging. I fixed the lagging. And one of the main reasons that I'm doing this video is really to check. I really want to see if there's lagging and if there's shit quality. I really want to see if this video is good or it's just complete shit. I apologize, and I let myself down. I let myself down with the previous. I let myself down with the previous couple of videos in terms of quality. And I actually see that my camera is fogging. I actually see it's fogging up a little bit. Let me. Okay, let's see the quality of the video. I see my camera foggy. The in the background is not foggy, but the fuck it. Let me see if I switch. Let me see if that now switch audio. No, not audio. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see the quality. I think I fixed it. I hope it's not temporary. I'm pretty sure that I fixed the in the camera problem, and and it's a little bit of an inconvenience. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to have to switch it, but I think I fixed the problem. I just have to switch. I just have to switch from my laptop webcam to the separate to the separate better webcam that that's kind of um, what it needs to be at. I I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping and praying. And it's funny that I say praying. I don't believe in God. And it's funny that I just use the term. I just use the term as a general expression. I'm just hoping that there's no lag. I'm just hoping that there's zero lag or very very little few and far between lag. Okay, let's get into the topic. We have money jabs, 304s, and purpose. I forget what part. I can't see it on my StreamYard. I forget what part. I forget what part, but we have Henry Kissinger as as my um as my thumbnail. And Kissinger, he he's one of those people that that it's crazy. That it's crazy how I remember the Trump dinner. I don't know if you people remember the Trump dinner. I don't know if people remember when Hillary and Trump. I don't remember if you people know when I don't know if you people remember when Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. I don't know if you remember when they had that dinner when it was like an informal roast session. I don't know if you remember that dinner when they gave them each like 10 or 20 minutes to give a speech. And this is like right before Donald Trump won the election. Um, in this dinner, they had several rows of people. They had Henry Kissinger was actually at the top in the dark, and it was one of these weird things, like it was almost foreshadowing of what type of person that he was. They had this huge dinner, and and you had tons of different political figures. You had the governor, you had the governor of New York, you had the mayor of New York. You had you had who else? You had a news anchor. It was I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see if my viewers remember this dinner. We got Bingus and we got Chaos. What's up to both? We got Sisith, we got D-Man. I don't know if D-Man is still watching, but I think that the rest are still watching. Okay, now the dinner. I forget the. I wish I knew the name of the actual fucking dinner. I wish I knew the name. I wish I knew it was some religious. It was a religious thing. You had religious figures. You had political figures. You had religious people. You had all types of people at this fucking dinner. I wish I knew the Thanks, Bingus. Masked man. Yeah, I'm the bank robber. I'm absolute bank robber. You have this dinner. You had this dinner where you had like religious people. You had the governor. You had the senator. You had the mayor. You had everybody at this fucking dinner. I I I I just wanted to ask the audience if they remember this dinner that I'm talking about. When Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, they each had like 10 to 20 minutes to give a speech and to roast the other person. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see if you guys remember. Trying to see if you guys know because I definitely know this. Yes, yes. I'm Samantha P. I I think that this is yeah. I think that this is the dinner. It's the Al Smith. Yes, the Al Smith charity dinner. I don't know if you looked that up or if you remembered or if you knew, but thanks a lot. Yeah, that was the dinner. Okay, so at this Al Smith charity dinner, charity dinner, you had people, you had like 5 or 6 rows. You had several rows in this Al Smith dinner. You had several rows of people. Um, and like I said, you had the mayor on the bottom row, and then you had the senator on the top row, and then you had Henry Kissinger, who was also in the top row, and you had Henry Kissinger who was like kind of in the shadows, but then they barely kind of showed him, and it was and it's one of these ghoulish foreshadowing fucking situations. I gotta fix my cat. Do I gotta fix? It's tolerable. Yeah, yeah. You had this Al Smith fucking dinner, and you had Henry Kissinger at the tippity top. You had Henry Kissinger at the very top. I'm close to the damn near. You might have been the center. You had Henry Kissinger at the top Al of this Al Smith charity dinner, and and supposedly he's Klaus Schwab's a mentor. That's the word on the street in Infowars. That's the word on the street in several places. This guy, he was Secretary of State, and you know the funny thing about the power, it's mostly I'm in the shadows. It's mostly not put out there, for the general public to say, these are the Rothschilds, and they own the central banks. They have their hands in the central banks, or they own them. I don't fucking know, but I've heard plenty of rumors about the Rothschilds. Okay, about the Rothschilds, about the Rockefellers, the the you have Klaus Schwab, the Illuminati families, the Bilderberg groups. They're all most of these people are all in the fucking shadows. You you have a lot of politicians. You have plenty of politicians. You have Putin. You have Xi Jinping. You have Biden. You have plenty of politicians and billionaires in the public eye. You you have Warren Buffett. You have Bill Gates. You have the Walmart family who's not too much into publicity. You have Susan from YouTube who has like $400 million the last time that I checked. You have Jeff Bezos who I've been hearing he was taught by Davos. He was taught by Klaus Schwab and WEF and the people at Davos, and it's some sick shit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah, you take from what I heard, the Illuminati type families, these families they started, these families were in Napoleon war times is when I started. So 1800s isn't too far off. It's I forget. I think it might have been 1700s. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what the Napoleon wartime era was. I can look it up, but I'm not trying to take too much time from away from away from the stream. Napoleon times is supposedly when the first Illuminati people gathered, and I think the Rothschilds were a part of this. And I think the Rothschilds they were trying to set up the world banks at around this time, is what I heard. Or the Rothschilds they had meetings. I believe the symbology. I believe the symbolicness or the symbology or whatever the word is. I believe the Rothschilds they have this bird with five arrows. The bird with five arrows it represents the bird with five arrows is the five sons. The five arrows is the five sons of the original Rothschild, and he sent his five sons to and he sent his five sons to run banks, and he sent his five sons to major countries to run central banks or to run national banks in these major countries. He sent one to Germany. He sent one to Italy. He sent one to France, and so on. He sent one to England. I think that's how it worked. And the Rothschilds are based in England at the for right now. I don't know. I don't know if they originated in England. This is stuff that I can and probably should look up. But I'm giving you guys whatever I know is stuff that I've researched and can tell you that that from multiple sources. I can tell you from multiple sources like okay, I actually saw an interview like a documentary with Jacob Rothschild, who was like the head Rothschild at the present moment. You have Evelyn. You have Evelyn de Rothschild. He's another major one. Let me read these comments. I can get into the Bolsheviks. Supposedly the Rothschilds funded the Bolsheviks. The Rothschilds had a problem. Yeah. This story I heard when researching the Bolsheviks and the Rothschilds. This story, with pre-World War II, around Lenin time. Around Lenin, when Stalin was coming up and he was exiled and all that bullshit with the Bolsheviks. And when you take people like Stalin, and the comments are pouring in. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna try to get to all the comments. Let's see. Well, I'll stick to this. The Bolsheviks. You have the Bolsheviks. You have the Bolsheviks. They were started as a communist kind of anti-czar group. Who thought they were getting fucked over, and they wanted to overthrow the czar, which they did. But what a lot of people don't know, but what a lot of people haven't heard, and what I researched is that the Rothschilds funded the Bolsheviks. Is the Rothschilds they funded the Bolsheviks because the Rothschilds they had a problem with the czar like 200 years ago. I forget the exact name, but it was generations. But it was generations ago that the czar told the Rothschilds to go fuck themselves, and the Rothschilds were like, "Mark my words, I will have my revenge," and they got their revenge, and they finally took their revenge when they financially backed the Bolsheviks, and they overthrew the czar, and it was pretty brutal, They didn't exile the czar. They didn't tell the czar, "Okay, well, you can live in the village now. You can just go now." They they brutally murdered the czar and his entire family from what I read. So it was pretty brutal. Let's see. Researching. I remember researching, and there were really old pictures going probably back. Yeah, yeah. I'm Napoleon. Times. I hate this fucking cat. Why does this? Okay. Why does this fucking camera keep fucking up? I gotta close some programs. But are you guys? But are you guys getting a lag? Can somebody comment if you guys are getting a lag with my visual, with the green screen, with my private mansion and myself? Is anybody getting a lag right now? Like I said, it was Napoleon wartime era when the Illuminatis were first around, from what I read. There was actually a Illuminati meeting. You guys can Google this shit. Like I'll probably end up Googling if I'm that curious when it first came about. But this is ancient history. The real important shit is what's going on now with the food shortages and the energy inflation and the corrupt and the corrupt politicians and everybody. The corrupt politicians and Bill Gates, who I've heard a whole laundry list of. I've heard a whole bunch of bullshit that Bill Gates is trying to pull with with um with buying all his farmland. He's trying to buy all of this farmland. He's supposedly spraying. He's supposedly spraying the crops with mRNA and all types of fucking bullshit. It's fucking. He's doing whatever he can to follow in Daddy's footsteps and fucking sterilize and just fuck the entire world population. Mark my word. Bill Gates does not like you. He does not love you. He does not give a fuck about you. He wants you to. This is what I've heard. He wants you to, to he doesn't care who you are. He wants to just depopulate. He he believes in these Georgia guidestones. I can damn near fucking guarantee it. Yeah. I I, I don't know if KS looked that up or he knows it from just knowing it, but we're good looking for that. But thank you for that. I don't know. It might have been Bingus might have meant a painting. I don't know. But I did but I do think that I remember seeing an Illuminati photo, or it was a very good painting. Um I forget what I saw. I forget if it was just a really good painting or a fucking photo, but I saw some black and white shit. It might have been a photo. I I saw an Illuminati picture. I don't know if it was the first Illuminati meeting ever, but I did see a black and white Illuminati photo or picture. Yeah, I don't know the science with this thing with the pictures, but yeah, who knows? I want to see if there's a fucking. I am kind of grainy, but is there a leg? Um, okay. Bingus. Okay. Bingus says there's no leg, and Chaos says I'm kind of grainy. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I don't doubt it. We can have a group conversation. I might. I'm thinking about opening it up. Let me see. If I open it up, I'm gonna sit down. So give me. So give me like 2 minutes. Um, Thank you for your patience, and now I will share the link. Okay, let's see. I'm a shit ton of comments. We got chaos.
Yo, what's good, man? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Oh, you just talk about Illuminati, and I happen to have a book here that covers a bit of the history of the Illuminati and their origins and all that juicy stuff.
Yeah, it's a paperback.
Well, I've got it on Kindle, but it does come in paperback form. It's the book I've been reading at the end of my streams, solving the mysteries of Babylon the Great.
You
But,
said it's a physical. You said it's a
well, yeah, there's
physical.
there's a physical book. Yes, there's a physical book, but I have it on Kindle Fire.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it is a physical book. And then in regards to the Illuminati, a lot of people believe it was started by Adam Weishaupt, which is not true. He's the one that carried on the name after they were they were banned by the Pope at one point in time, and they eventually came back to power when they took out the Pope and replaced him with another Pope that kind of fit their system. But it was started by San Ignacio de Loyola, who was a Basque. He was says here is the Basque province of the Guipuzcoa in Spain, or Guipuzcoa, Spain, which is where the Illuminati originally started. They were the right hand of the Pope. They were the Roman Catholic Church. They were the ones that Assassin's Creed kind of shit. They were the ones that made people disappear. If someone in power is like, I need them gone, they sent them to do it.
What was the name of the group? What was the name?
The Illuminati. It was the
No, no. Okay,
Illuminati.
well, you have Knights Templar. You have Committee of 300. You have all these other bullshit.
They're all kind of the same. They all fall under the same pyramid. It's all the same. They're all a bunch of Jews, essentially.
Yeah,
Most of them could deal with them, but
you would. You think half?
at least.
You,
But the first order was founded in 1492 by Spanish Jews called Marranos. They were also crypto Jews, and they let's see, violent persecution in Spain, Portugal began in 1391. Hundreds of thousands of them were forced to convert to the Roman Catholic faith, and they eventually kind of worked their way into the Roman Catholic Church and injected their own the Talmud and the Kabbalah into it to make it where they could just kind of take it over.
Well, Chaos, I know that the Freemasons supposedly were founded in 1776 or something. I mean, I think we
No, Freemasons were well before that.
Yeah, that's why I was just.
Yeah, no,
I think it was way before they were doing. It was. I think it was a little different back then. I'm not sure how far it goes back, but I remember them in school. They even talked about their just like George Washington and all that was.
Yeah, but they don't talk about what type of Freemasons they were. Nobody discusses past the third degree ever. And like the first to the third degree are basically
they're harvesting certain goods and stuff. They're really into trades and I mean like hemp and shit. We learned about this shit in school.
Yeah, that was their thing. They worked in they were pillars of the community, but that was just but what they did behind closed doors is where the fucked up shit goes. That's where the occultism and stuff happen. But the Freemasons were basically, they were Jews. They start like Babylon. Those were the earliest Freemasons.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You were talking about
Oh, you're good.
the
It all
Illuminati
ties in.
stuff,
It
'cause I
all
was
ties in
interested.
together because the Illuminati
Yeah,
and
I
the
was interested in
Freemasons
what you were
are
talking about.
under the same pyramid as well.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go. It's not like a full in-depth description, but it goes into pretty good detail in this book about the Illuminati, and then the New World Order by A. Ralph Epperson covers the Freemasons in his book. And then there's also The Unseen Hand by A. Ralph Epperson, which covers more into the Illuminati and the Freemasons and what they're doing behind closed doors. My thing is finding out who the fuck they are. I want names and faces, and I want to put it out there so they can be held accountable for the bullshit that they're causing.
Did you ever hear of this guy, Albert Pike?
Yeah, he was 33rd degree Freemason.
I know who you're talking about. I researched all about it too.
Manly, what was it? Manly P. Hall was the. I think he was the.
Do you know his book?
He wrote the book. Yeah, he wrote the book about the Freemasons.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And that's where a lot of A. Ralph Epperson got a lot of his stuff from.
There was a book.
It was a book
called
Actual Freemasons.
There was a book called Morals and Dogma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know that book.
I know of that book. I haven't read it yet, but I know of it.
I've heard of it.
Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike, I believe. Yes. Mm-hmm. What's up, Bingus?
Is my mic all right?
Yes.
All right.
It is.
Yeah, I know that there's I learned about a lot of this shit, and because of taking tests and shit where there is a lot of things that, they'll give you a test or something in school. They give it to like every single frickin' grade. And I wanted to learn more about what the fuck this thing is. It's got the whole G on the test and everything, Freemason stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it tests your cognitive abilities. It tests your mathematics skills, certain skills, cognitive, whatever else. And they give it to every grade, like every 3 years. And depending, and it's super fucking weird. It goes with other tests too, just like the SATs and the CATs. They watch out for that shit. And I remember when I was younger, 2 guys in black suits walked into my classroom, and my head was down, and I took a 300 question test, and they walked in the room, and I always sat in the back of the class. I had my head down, and they're like, there's certain, they say who's first, second, and third and stuff on tests.
Mm-hmm.
And my head was down. And I was like, I'm not gonna get first on this test. I'm not gonna get third on this test. It's saying all the names, and then they're like, you said my name, and it was like first in the whole California, and I was like, the fuck's going on? And then, I was just kind of surprised by that. And then, but the weirdest part was the 2 dudes in the suit, and they gave me the certificate that my mom fucking hid away somewhere. But that was the weirdest shit I think that's ever happened to me with a test. That's a true story, but I thought it was a little.
The people that excel in certain fields, who knows?
Yeah, and then they start putting
how
me
you
in
are,
college.
you'll be an Illuminati member.
then they started putting me in college grade classes when I got into high school, and I was like, fuck, stop putting me in these goddamn college classes. I don't know this shit. I don't even want to learn this stupid shit. Yeah.
Guiding you without you realizing it, sir. They were grooming you
Yeah.
to be the next, whatever.
Yeah,
I fucking yeah.
The unseen hand, sir. It's the unseen hand. It's guiding you.
yeah, like you got these, you got
I got
Klaus Schwab and Henry Kissinger, and I think they're both professors. I know I know Klaus Schwab. I know Klaus Schwab is a professor. I don't know about Henry Kissinger, but just the fact
yeah.
that
Yeah, he's in the Frankfurt School, isn't he?
I started. Can I tell you guys about this really quick? So I started researching about what this test is. Now I was trying to figure who created this fucking test. Sorry, excuse my language. I didn't mean to cuss on your channel.
this is my
So I
backup.
started.
This is my backup. This is my backup.
Yeah.
We can abuse abuse this thing to no end.
So
Just
I started
don't-
to research with.
Just don't threaten people. Just don't be like, oh, I want to kill this
No.
person.
Yeah. So I started researching about this test and who freaking created this this test. That's given out to all these people. This cognitive mathematical sort of weird social test sort of thing that they give out. And it came down to who made this test, and he's part of the Freemasons. And I really freaked me out because I went into deep depth with this because I'm 99.8% on this 300 question test. So I want to know more about what the fuck this test is. So I started researching about it, the whole Freemason test, because, and then, I find out about all this stuff and I'm like, what the fuck? Now I want to learn more about it. So SDSU, I ended up going to SDSU trying to figure out over where the Masonic, the Scottish Rites Center is over there. And they're affiliated with SDSU College over there. And I was like, what the fuck? So they actually had me in the system with a red star next to my name. And when I went into the Masonic lodge place over there, over in San Diego, and yeah, it's just when you walk in there, dude, there's so many different freaking it's like I don't know, it's not like a museum exactly, but it's like, holy shit, it's like walking into the Oval Office or something. And there's a picture when you walk in. There's two pictures. There's the picture of the president, and then there's some dude that was just chosen to be like the main Freemason of like the Freemasons that was like elected. It's fucking weird. I swear.
The head of the ceremonies and all that stuff. Person.
Yeah, yeah. And there's different rooms. There's like the Ionic room that they have like, and it's fucking crazy cool looking though. Like it's fucking mind blowing how cool it is. But it just gave me a weird vibe when I was in there, and it makes me nervous just talking about it. But
yeah, they were decontaminating you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. I gotta go. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are about.
Yeah,
But
they won't openly admit that the higher tiers is occultism and all that, and that their god is actually Lucifer.
Yeah, and all the people that were working inside of there was like this side office, and I mean everyone in there there was all girls that worked there and stuff, but I saw one guy, and yeah, there's that SDSU might have some weird shit that's stored there, I guess, secretly at SDSU College. that's like not even known about like that, you know, really kept secret, or it's kept
Stuff are
in
not
the
defined.
Masonic Lodge down by the freeway over there. But yeah, it makes me nervous talking about it, to be honest.
It's understandable. They make people disappear too.
You got surveillance nowadays. I live in I'm a big city, and if somebody tries to come whack you, they're going to be on a whole bunch of different cameras. If somebody comes after you trying to whack your ass, if somebody comes after you in a big city, they're probably gonna their face is probably gonna be on some camera somewhere. So I don't know if murder for hire is that prevalent nowadays.
I don't think that anyone's gonna come, and there's so many people in this world, you know. But you never know. You know, I mean, some random ass person can, you know, I mean, fucking pull up out of nowhere, you know. But
If you were in bumfuck Mexico, they probably hire some cartel person to do the dirty work.
if you got the government
then
pulling
you
up on
just get
you,
the police to roll up and do you in, because the police are in the cartel's back pocket.
just like what Chaos was saying, if you got some freaking dudes in black suits pulling up to your door, fuck.
It could be feds. It could be some type of fed. It could be some type of fed. I heard Alex Jones. He had some black suit people. That's what he said. He had some black suit people come to him and be like, "Listen, you're talking too much shit," and they put the gun in his. I don't know if it went that far, but they pretty much they were like, you know, they meant business.
Yeah.
They don't mess around.
After I took that test, that 300 question test, you got to do it in a certain amount of time too. I started having dreams of training in like fucking weird CIA freaking training and shit with like weird shit. And then it was really realistic though, but I was younger. But I thought that was weird. That's what it happened after the test, and I knew nothing about anything. So I think back to it, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? I didn't even play video games back in the day like that or anything. But
when you get dragged into a room and you drink something from a skull, that means you're being inducted in.
I had a dream. I was like, I don't know. I've had some weird shit happening, and shit.
Probably from drinking the water there in California.
Yeah. Maybe it's just fucking DMT. Who knows? Man, I don't fucking know. I stopped talking after a sec because I'll start sounding crazy and shit.
Of course, they want you to sound crazy.
You got a few people in the comments. I'm addressing Bingus. I don't know if Bingus. I don't know if you see it.
Oh no, I'm just straight up on this chat right now. I'm not looking at anything.
Okay. We got we got Juan E. We got Juan E. Dosis. Juan, you're in.
Okay, if I'm still having technical difficulties, I'm gonna cut out.
Well, let's see. There's no echo.
Wait, can y'all hear me? I kind of cut out for a sec.
Yeah, you did. Are you looking at a screen? Are you looking at Bingus? Are
No,
you
I
looking
just
at a
have
screen?
I just have my screen blanked out. Just I'm sitting here in a dark car.
Okay. Is it an abandoned car or is it your car?
That's fucking funny shit. Am I still echoing, or is this coming in okay?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
No, you sound
Oh,
good to
I'm
me.
so fucking inept.
It's okay. We're all a little bit tech-tarded.
Yeah, thank you guys for your patience. I know last time I came in, it was a fucking mess. So I just want to apologize for that dumpster fire.
It's all good.
I don't think I've ever met Juan Doses.
I don't know why you're not looking at a computer screen, or you're. I don't know why Bingus is not able to. I don't know why. What are you doing on Bingus that you're not looking at the screen?
Is my voice okay? I just have the mustache up there.
He's asking why you haven't replied to the comments section.
Oh, because I'm not. Well, one, my device just died, and yeah, so I'm just stuck on here now.
If I put the
wait,
comments,
I was wondering what it said. What were people saying?
If I put the comments on the StreamYard screen, will you see it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think if I go to chat, maybe, or if it just pops up. There you go. Yeah, I'll see it.
Yellow Fever said you failed by taking the test.
Failed by taking the test.
Sam P says, looking back, do you wish you pursued it further, Bingus? I
actually walked miles trying to figure out what this fucking test meant for years and years. Like, they told me to go to the court, that they have my information at the courthouse and all sorts of shit. It's fucking crazy how much shit I went through to try and figure out what this test is. And they will fucking never give you the information. They will send you here, there, and fucking everywhere.
Of course. They don't want to give you they're going to keep you on a wild goose chase as long as possible. They don't want you finding out the truth.
Hey,
yeah.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. You're saying that you're down here in San Diego, and it's nice. I'm down here too, so I'm right out here in East County. So it's really neat to run into somebody who's close.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that a lot of people in San Diego. Yeah, it's a small world in San Diego.
Gotta love that Navy base, right?
Well, I heard that I heard from a contractor that there's open trannies now on the base.
Open trannies on the base? I would not doubt it.
Yeah, it's we're going fucking sideways here. And one question about the host here, Absolute Knowledge, is that a green screen or is that your actual house? Your background looks a little funny.
It's his actual house.
I could touch the chair. I could touch.
I don't know. It looks a little green screeny or something.
I could touch the screen. I could touch the chair, bro. It's real. No, that was.
No, it just looks kind of funny. There's like this white haze around here or something.
No, it's fake
as
fuck.
If I had a house like
that's just his holy aura just emanating from his body.
It's light power.
It went plus it's like it's light outside. So
I could touch the chair. Hold on, let me.
Yeah,
something's going on here.
It's one of those rooms you sit down, smoke a cigar, and fuck. Yeah, dude.
But well, it's nice to meet you, gentlemen. I'm sorry for jumping in late without not knowing what's going on, but I just I can go on and on about where I'm from and what I'm about here. Where should I even begin? Last time I guess I was saying some shit like worshiping the fucking Jews and shit, right? Well, basically, like, I see your little title. It's like these things, like, we wouldn't be doing any of this fucking bullshit if we weren't worshiping them. Sticking needles in our arms, standing 6 feet apart, wearing a fucking mask, all that garbage. That's Jew worshiping. Race mixing, multiculturalism, Jew
How many
worshiping.
of you guys actually got the shot? Sorry, I almost said it.
I didn't. You could say it, bro. This is my backup. I try to stay as
Well, yeah, because I got warned earlier not to say,
I did want to address. I did want to address this Jewish. I did want to address this with the Jews. I heard that the Jews call I heard that the Jews call people goyim, and goyim is cattle.
Well, it's all pretty much out there. I mean, all that shit's public record. We don't have to search too far to find all their writings.
This shit is all over the fucking internet, dude. Like, I just looked up the DC layout, and nothing but fucking literally everything that I was fixing to look up is popping right up.
And I should probably watch my mouth too. It's like if you don't want to like have to cancel this. What do you call it? I got shadow banned for putting shit on my channel. So it's like if I have like discussions like this, I normally just cut them out. So I don't get my channel. So I'll just be careful about what I say.
I'll say one thing: if you're not able to enter into your YouTube on your device, then there might be a little bit of an issue with YouTube and yourself if you can't access your own app in your access the app in your own device. Then you might have an issue with YouTube. I think that's happened to me once, but not for long.
Well, I just got put in the corner for a bit. I can repost and all that shit, but I'm pretty sure they're on to me.
See, I've got to confirm Masonic presidents.
Yeah, Masonic. Yeah,
Washington, Monroe, Jackson, Polk, Buchanan, Andrew Johnson, Garfield, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Harding, FDR, Truman, and Ford.
But then they have these honorables that they like hang up on the walls too, next to the president, that are honorables, and they will be like right next to the president's picture of like the United States. I mean, over in San Diego they do that, but they do it I think every year or so. But
yeah, I know where that big old Scottish Rite Center is too, right off the freeway.
Yeah. Have you been inside that motherfucker?
I've thought about it a bunch of times.
Dude,
actually,
you gotta go inside there. You can just walk inside that place, but they'll kick you out. Like the security guard will fucking kick you out in a second.
Well, oddly enough, I've had people who claim to be Masons want me to come and join them a few times, but I was just too much into smoking weed to really follow through and jump through all their hoops.
Yeah, that's the Scottish Rite Center. They freaking, it doesn't look so pretty on the outside. When you go inside, dude, it goes like underground and shit. Like no shit, dude. There's like different rooms. Like I don't know. You just have to like you got to check it out.
Freemasons are notorious for their underground passages and shit.
Dude, I've been in them, dude. There's like different dude. You have no clue, dude. It's fucking it's crazy. It's sick though. Like it's cool.
You think they got fucking baby sacrifices down there and all sorts of goofy shit like that too, or is it just?
It's like
I wouldn't doubt it.
They have.
No, that's what Planned Parenthood's for. Planned Parenthood and the buildings that house it are their temples of Moloch.
Well, if it wasn't for Roe v. Wade, Chuck and Nancy would starve to death.
Oh no. She can't get another facelift because she can't get none of those the fucking stem cells from the unborn fetuses.
Yeah, or facial cream.
All she needs to do is let her husband fucking goosh all over her face.
Fucking bukkake.
Yeah, just bukkake her, and she can rub it in. That's the fountain of youth right there.
That's disgusting.
That's what fucking they made a joke about it in Nip Tuck. Fucking what was that one broad? That comedian broad that just died a few years ago. Not Betty White, but before her.
Oh, wasn't she the one that was in the Golden Girls?
Well, Betty White was in the Golden Girls. This
I confused them all. Sorry.
Joan Rivers. She
Oh,
made a
okay.
joke. Yeah, Nip Tuck. She was pushing a skincare product that had semen in it, and she said that it actually was it was good for the skin, created a healthy glow.
Well, wasn't she the one that was saying that fucking Michelle Obama was a man and shit, and then she just mysteriously died?
There was a lot of people that was saying Michelle is Michael, but
I think he's a Michael.
I think he was a Michael too. I've seen the bulge.
The mushroom cap.
I've seen that bulge in that dress. That's
I gotta
scary,
show you
man.
the in the picture.
They look bigger than mine. Fuck.
Dude, there is this one chick I had in art class that had a huge bulge in the front, and like, fuck, she got offended when I like said, like, I couldn't help but be like, yo, you know, the whole art table was like, god damn. But it was a girl. She just had a big old fucking, you know, puss.
Just a big old flabby meanest Vaughn's, like a big old burger.
No, it looked like a straight freaking schlong in her, you know, freaking shorts.
She rolled up her lips because it was so flappy tappy.
It's like a giant beef fucking sandwich.
Burrito, that bad boy.
Oh, fuck.
This my beef taco. You want some? Whoa! No, thank you.
Hey, if you don't mind me asking you, Bingus, I hail from North County, San Diego. I grew up out here, Valley Center, and there's 2,000 people. If you don't mind me asking without getting too close, where are you from in general?
Well, I'm just from San Diego. I don't like saying too much, you know.
Well, I'm a total Fed. You want to go out and do some fucking violence?
No, I mean, I'm from San Diego. I mean, I know all of San Diego and all that. I mean, pretty small. I don't know.
No, San Diego's got 3 million people. It's not small. I mean, it's a small area, but not. We got over 3 million people.
I mean, I've
been
all
going
around.
on here.
I was homeless when I was younger, so I was jumping around school to school and stuff like that. And so
that's harsh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, parents or
kind of still jump. Yeah, well, my Chaos already knows I'm Japanese, so you know, my mom freaking she kicked me out when I was younger and stuff, so I just kind of been living hard since then. But
well, dude, let me tell you something. Fucking, I hope we run into each other on the show again, because my battery's about ready to die. But I definitely want to run into this group and get on your chat again. It's nice to meet people down here of like minds. And by the way, I'm half Filipino, half white, so they call me a Hapa or whatever, or Flip.
That's cool.
And you're Japanese, right?
Yeah, I'm Japanese.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm Japanese.
So you feel all that fucking anti-Asian hate, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I actually had that's actually what happened when I was talking to Chaos about it. A bunch of fucking high schoolers try to actually happened a few times over here when I got some Asian hate crime going on.
Were they high schoolers of color?
Yeah, there's some black people. But
or are they mostly whites, or just because I've never really had hard. What's that?
Just some black people.
Oh, really? That's shocking.
I know, right? And we're the racist here.
No, I growing up here in San Diego, I wound up down here in Encanto a while ago, and and this is kind of when I was a little blue pilled. I wound up down there in Encanto, and I lost count of how many times I was accosted. And, I just suddenly started going, I don't want to hang out with them anymore.
Mm.
Well,
Then I started getting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I started getting race real, and then I started realizing, why can't I just go and get my fucking gummy bears? Why does it have to be a nightmare? And then I started getting race real. I'm like, oh, now I get it. We're not compatible.
We're not really supposed to be compatible.
We're different fucking species.
That's why Babylon. Well, we're all part of the same species, but we're different in the ways we operate.
Well, I'm convinced we're literally different species.
Which is exactly why Babylon failed. You can't have a whole multiculturalism will never, ever, ever work.
Well, fuck no. Neither will race mixing.
Oh no, it's. I mean, to a degree it can, but it was very frowned upon back then.
Well, I'm of mixed descent, and I don't think it works.
We're all technically of mixed descent at this point.
Hey, my shit's about to die, so I'm going to cut out on you guys. I just want to say hi and bye and thank you again. Nice talking to you guys.
Man. Yeah, I hope to come across you again, brother.
And I'll be a little less interruptive when my shit's together. So have a good one, guys.
Stop by again.
I will. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens when I go looking up shit. I come across more shit that leads me down more rabbit holes. Like the Tree of Life, if you lay it over the top of the map of Washington, D.C., it perfectly aligns.
You were talking about the Tower of Babel?
Or the Tower Babylon?
Or Babylon. Oh,
Babylon, the Tower of Babel. Yeah,
there was
whole reason. Part of the reason it didn't work is because it just doesn't work. You can't have a bunch of different cultures living together and expect them to commingle and get along.
Fuck. I wish I still had my 6th grade book that talked all about this shit. And it has more information than any fucking college grade book I've ever read in my life. This 6th grade book, not just that, my 6th grade teacher taught all this shit. He almost got fired for talking about it too much.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be a melting pot of different.
They're saying that it was religious and shit. And and parents were getting pissed off at him, and he almost got fired. His dad was actually a teacher too that taught about this shit, and he passed it on to his son that ended up being the next teacher. And then, fuck, it was so good. I was always freaking excited to go to history.
Oof, 800 words in that. Goddamn.
Anyway, sorry.
Is a tower? Yeah, the Eiffel Tower. The Tower.
Chaos mentioned something else I wanted to
the Statue of Liberty is also one of those. It's actually a representation of Lucifer. If you take a picture, if you take paintings and pictures of Lucifer and put it next to the Statue of Liberty, they look exactly alike.
You know what they do with those books that have all this information? Some of these good school books. They turn them up. When they get too old, they'll fucking tear them up to shreds.
Yeah, when they get too old, the Vatican will come in and take a couple of good copies. And like the Vatican's sitting on a plethora. Like everything that I've been covering, everything that the AKS here covers, all that shit, the Vatican holds it. They know. They are part of they're part of the Kabbalah.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to talk about that because they're supposed to be the pinnacle of religion, but they're bastardizing religion altogether by injecting their fucking Marxist bullshit. Because it's ran by Jews. A majority of the popes, like people don't know this, a majority of the popes were Jews.
Man, I wish I still had that
It's freaking insane. Like this book has opened my eyes. Like, and it's we've been lied to. Like, Hitler was partly right. He just went about doing things the wrong way.
I was actually watching
Hitler was also a Jew, so-
proclamation of this speech that Hitler made.
Mhm.
If you guys have seen that, it's like proclamation of whatever Hitler was talking about in that one speech, and he was you know, freaking.
This is after Mein Kampf was written, right?
After what?
After Mein Kampf was written.
I don't know the exact.
He wrote Mein Kampf before he was a dictator.
I don't know how to speak German, so I don't fucking know if I should trust the subtitles either. So, yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah. Well, it didn't help that Mars. It also didn't help that fuck. God damn, I wish I could remember the shit on point like that. Fucking what's his name? Constantine. He injected a lot of pagan ideals into the church. He bastardized it as well.
Oh,
And
you
when
mentioned
It's so crazy to talk about this stuff. Just brings me back.
They
I
destroyed.
remember you were talking.
Destroyed the library in Alexandria, but they took all the good stuff, and the Vatican. The Vatican's sitting on it. I know they are.
You were talking about. You were talking about you were talking about like coordinates before. You were talking about like.
Yeah.
I remember like I remember Ted Turner, like his mansion or Ted Turner office, like it was like 1300 degrees by, or like they use some Masonic numbers like 33 degrees, like I think the White House, like I think there's certain landmarks. It's crazy. It's crazy,
Yeah.
and
When
it's not what.
Like I was just saying, if you take the Tree of Life and you put it over the layout of Washington, D.C., all of the major monuments and stuff match up with the points of the Tree of Life. The Jefferson Monument matches up with the Malkuth, otherwise known as the Kingdom. It's the lowest level. The Washington Monument matches up with Yisod, also known as the Foundation. The White
it
House,
goes past
Tippereth.
33.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
What I'm
I'm
trying
just
to tell
gonna
you
say.
guys. What I want to tell you guys is like is Ted Turner. He had something built 33 degrees, like with latitude, and 33 degree, like he Ted Turner. He had one of his buildings built like with the degrees, you know, with the longitudinal degrees, like to the T. I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up. On what exactly it is, but it was some. But
When
it
I
wasn't a
walked,
coincidence.
when I was learning about this stuff, and I walked into and then I even went back to the Scottish Rites Center to get, to research more about like what the fuck this shit actually is. And there's different numbers. I was seeing 24. I've seen a lot of 24. Like, I don't know what the fuck it means, but I was seeing the number 24. I saw, of course, 33. I saw 134. It keeps going up higher. I saw 34 for a fact. And then there's like this old fucker they praised that had all his stuff that he earned as a Freemason in a glass like little thing, like a museum, of the whole place is like a museum almost. And it's super fucking weird. I don't know, it's just something you gotta check out. It's odd as shit. That's all I can say. But there's different what I think and they wear these gold medal things, like those medals they wear. It has their number on it. I'm pretty sure. But
excuse me.
Just like what someone was saying earlier, once you go up these little ladders, well, you get, I guess you get more information the more you, but it's also not just that. You have to go to their school to learn about this shit. I don't know where the school is. Supposedly it's in these lodges. You got to stay there and shit. Like what do you call it? But like, it's not like when you stay inside of whatever the fuck. I don't know what I don't want to use a wrong term.
In the Freemason Lodge.
Yeah, it's like I was gonna go to that school. Actually, I was gonna because I was eligible for it. Then I was just like, they try to lure you in. Yeah, well, they try to lure you into this shit.
Which one?
Which Masonic Lodge?
In the Skull and... Oh, no.
Well, there's I don't know. I didn't get that deep into it because I stopped because it was fucking weird. It got like just...
Was it a Masonic?
Yeah, it was.
Was it Masons or was it this? Was it Masons or was it the Masonic Lodge?
Well, the Masonic lodges are like where they teach this, but there's also at SDSU, they have that over in SDSU where you learn about certain shit, and there's. I know, but I don't know exactly. I know that there's like levels to being a Freemason. There's like level 1 of being a Freemason. That's where you start. And then, yeah, I guess you just go up from there and freaking, more shit. That's pretty much all I could say about it. But when you go into the Scottish Rite Center over here in San Diego, go inside that building, it gives you a weird ass perspective on it. That's all I could say about it, really. It's weird. I don't know.
It's because you're getting into topics that a lot of people consider conspiracy theories and shit. Just like when I say the Freemasons.
I don't like, because when I talk about it, I feel like I'm not joking about it. Like, I know what I saw, and like not a lot of people will see what I've seen like that, especially get as far as I've been inside of the Scottish Rite Center over here, and
I've met Freemasons who were regular fucking people.
Well, my grandpa was the president of the Cancer Society, and he's a Freemason.
Yeah.
He's part. Well, he's not
Freemasons
the
who were police officers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I always used to go to the Scottish Rites Center over in or the Scottish Rites festivals and shit when I was younger because of that shit too. But over in like Orange County and all that. But that was just normal shit. It seemed like, everyone's wearing their kilt and shit.
So the Masonic group that you were talking about earlier, AKS, and talking about in 1776, was the Nine Sisters. And they were established in Paris in 1776.
What is that?
It's a
Nine.
branch. Yeah, the Nine Sisters. It's another branch of the Freemasons.
Was it 9 women?
I'm reading about it right now. There's a prominent French Masonic lodge of the Grand Orient de France. It was influential in organizing French support for the American Revolution, it says. Societies des Neufs, charitable society that survive academic curricula. I guess that's
9 Sisters. It sounds like, I don't know. Sounds like some weird shit.
Its name referred to the 9 muses. In ancient Greek religion and mythology, the muses are the inspirational goddesses of literature, science, and the arts. They were considered the source of the knowledge embodied in poetry, lyrics, songs, and myths that were related orally for centuries in ancient Greek culture. So that's where the idea came. So the Freemasons, it's astrology. That's what it is. A lot of their work is based is the yeah. I'm gathering my thoughts. I'll need a second before I say what I got to say.
It's all right. Can I say something real quick?
Go on ahead.
So, like, you see that eye that they have for the Freemasons or Illuminati or whatever you want to call it.
Eye.
Like, so what is the eye? Is it the Eye of Ra? Is it the eye of the other one? I forgot about.
The all-seeing eye.
It's the all-seeing eye. It's the
The
Eye of Ra.
Because it goes. Does that go back to Egyptian times, or that's the Eye of Ra, right? That's why I started.
It literally goes back to sun worship, and
yeah.
A lot of people believe the sun is the god. Back then was God,
and
because it
what was
brought
the other one? Is that Osiris? The other one?
Osiris
or no,
is the god of death.
Ra.
Osiris is the god of death.
Yeah.
And things like the Washington Monument and all those obelisks are supposed to be his phallus.
The all-seeing eye, to me, it means like power, like you'll never get away with doing your dirty work behind the scenes, because we could see you.
If you really go in depth with the research with Egyptian like religion and culture and stuff like that,
they relied on the stars a lot too.
Fucking weird as shit. Like it's fucking dark. I don't know. Like it's something
that's what you get with pagan religions. They practiced that was occult stuff. There's back then it was Wicca and pagan. Wiccan would be more of the earth kind of thing, while pagan is like stars and demons and stuff like that. Both have multiple gods, and they both did child sacrifices.
They're talking about
Wicca did animal sacrifices. Pagans did human sacrifices. Wiccans did animal sacrifices.
And other cultures and stuff from other areas of the world have a similar kind of practice and stuff, if you've noticed too, and same beliefs in a way, but it goes all the way back to, I mean, who knows how old these other ones are? Friggin', like the other pyramids that are built around the rest of the world, other than Egypt.
I think the pyramids were already there, and they built around it.
There's some weird shit out there.
I'm leaning more towards they were already there, because a lot of the societies back then, when they came through, they would generally just build around what they've destroyed and rebuild the city, unless it was just a total conquest thing, like we're trying to genocide a motherfucker. Then they would just totally wipe out the city and everything in existence within the area. But for the most part, they would take over the cities and then rebuild.
Yeah.
So, and it's like
There's a lot of stuff that I think scientists even are just that really study this shit every single. They're like trying to figure out almost every single day of their life. They're just making like, how the fuck does someone make such a big ass like thing?
There's people out there that know the answers. They just don't want to tell. It's like there's stuff in the pyramids that like I think we should be able to go into there and explore and all that stuff. We shouldn't be allowed. We shouldn't, you know. So because it's part of history, we need to learn. There's so much knowledge in there. Why are you trying to hide it? What are you hiding? That's what I start asking. What the fuck are you hiding that you won't let me go in there and explore? There is shit in there that needs to be found.
There's shit probably that will make you say, holy shit.
It's because they're afraid you're going to come across the shit they don't want you to come across. It's because they know it's in there.
There's so many forgotten
it's like the wonders of the world.
Ways to do stuff.
I want to go to all the wonders of the world. And I want to explore every little bit, nook, cranny. I'm sure, I guarantee you're going to find Masonic signs around there and shit.
There's this oil that they try to duplicate, and no one knows how this oil was made, but they try to duplicate it, and it's nothing like what was made back in the days. There is just like stayed on fire for like the longest time when you light it up. I forgot what it is. I think the Romans used it.
It's a black oil.
Yeah, have you heard about that? Yeah.
I was just trying
no one
to
knows how
figure
it was made.
I was just trying to figure out what color.
Oh no, I forgot what it was called, but yeah, there's like forgotten what is it called? Like just ways to do stuff that have been erased from mankind.
You're talking about a source for fire, like fuel.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They made an oil that, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But we don't know how.
Someone's got a vibrator on the desk. Turn the vibrator off first, sir. That's a start. I couldn't resist. Sorry.
There was something with. What are you talking about? The fucking. Oh, the natural wonders. I think you were talking about.
Oh yeah, the 7 wonders of the world. The Hanging Garden, the pyramids, all of that. Yeah, we should be able to explore those unhindered.
And supposedly there's a bunch of death traps. And supposedly in the pyramids there's a bunch of death traps, and you get lost in there.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. Shit. Anything for the greater good. Anything for knowledge.
The government probably set some shit up there, like just themselves too, like so people won't come in there. They probably got shit that will fucking slice you in half, and then just
like I wouldn't doubt there's chambers. There's hidden chambers under the Sphinx.
There's a pit of Komodo dragons. There's a pit of snakes and Komodo dragons just waiting for somebody.
A bunch of dead ones.
They would be
unless they've been practicing cannibalism. Then you're gonna have one big ultra mega snake.
Yeah,
that made it. The final boss.
Yeah, and the one snake who made it.
Shit.
It's like I've absorbed all the other snakes.
Yeah, and you mentioned something I wanted to comment on, but then, fuck, it was so far back. I don't even remember what the fuck it was.
Oh, let's see. We've covered the 7 wonders and how there's going to. I guarantee there's Masonic symbols floating around. You just got to look for them. the royal
or the Illuminati bloodline families.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. The founder is his name was, let me find it again. This is probably the longest chapter I've read in this book so far. I gotta go back a little bit.
Daddy
Earth
Rothschild.
founded in 1492.
I think there are people that are even wealthier than them.
I'm about to look something up about
San
the
Ignacio
Rothschilds.
de Loyola. And you got to remember, people have been changing their names to dodge that kind of shit too. And if you got money, you can get your name changed, no problem. So even original names like the founder of feminism here in America, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, her grandfather had changed his last name to sound more American to avoid any questions or anything of that nature.
I hope y'all didn't hear that.
Just her father.
You farted?
Her father was a lawyer,
Yeah.
and all of the lawyers back then were Jordan.
Oh shit!
It's
All
live.
the bank owners.
It's live, bro. We're gonna make sound bits. We're gonna make little clips. It's at 126. At 126, I'm 50. Bing is farted. At 126. I'm gonna take this video. I'm gonna take this video and download it and make a clip of when Bing is farted at 120 at 126:40. I did make clips of some things that I might post the clips that I've made. We were talking about something. Earlier, and I completely forgot what it was, and it's pissing me off because it was
we were talking about Illuminati earlier, and I named the founder, like the person who started the Illuminati, and how it was a Spaniard. It was.
And was it Daddy Rothschild?
It doesn't talk about the Rothschilds in here. I don't think the Rothschilds are Spaniards.
The
Rothschilds come from
England, I think.
Austria.
Okay.
If I recall.
I know that they have, however, some oil rigs and whatever not, I heard.
I remember that the big turning point. I remember the big turning point was when the Daddy Rothschild had 5 children. I remember the big turning point was. I remember the big. I remember when they made it. I remember reading that there was one Rothschild who had 5 fucking children, and they made the family crest, because he sent each of his 5 children to 5 different countries. That's what I remember.
Yeah, this book is actually, it covers that as well. Actually, I'm looking at the crest right now.
It's an
eagle.
It's a bird. It's an
eagle. So the
eagle.
Rothschild family, they're German. Is a wealthy Ashkenazi Jewish family, originally from Frankfurt. They rose to prominence with Mayor Amschel Rothschild.
That was the guy.
1744 to 1812. Court factor, the German Landgraves of Hesse-Kassel in the Free City of Frankfurt, Holy Roman Empire, who established his banking business in the 1760s. Unlike most previous court factors, Rothschild managed to bequeath his wealth and establish an international banking family through his 5 sons, who established business in London, Paris, Frankfurt, Vienna, and Naples. family is elevated in noble rank by the Holy Roman Empire. In the United Kingdom, the family's documented history starts in the 16th century Frankfurt. Its name is derived from the family house Rothschild built in Isaac Elshanon Bacharach in Frankfurt in 1567. Now, this is off of Wikipedia. I know it's not always accurate, but it is fairly a fairly reliable source. This is a private fortune in the world. Declined over the 20th century and was divided by many descendants.
I found it. It was 5 cities.
Yeah, I named them. London, Paris, Frankfurt, Vienna, and Naples.
Right. Yes.
Didn't he have some freaking daughters or some shit too?
They probably inbred.
I wouldn't doubt it. Back then, they practiced that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Looks like they funded a lot of wars. They funded the Napoleonic War. They funded both sides of the fucking World War II.
The
I would hate to have that
is
much
when it
money.
started.
I wouldn't like to have that much money. That's
I would
some
take
bullshit.
it. I would take that money.
I would fuck that.
I would bang a new hooker every day. I would bang a new hooker.
So it's 5 kids.
I would visit a brothel and bang every hooker in the brothel.
They all had the same middle fucking name.
On a daily basis.
See, that's some weird... I'm talking about, like, who the fuck is every kid that they have?
Amschel Mayer Rothschild, 1773 to 1855. They died childless. His fortune was passed to the sons of Solomon and Kalman. And his son, that was his second son, who 1774 to 1855, that was the one sent to Vienna. And then Nathan was born in 1777 and died in 1836. He was London. Kalman was 1788 to 1855. They were sent to Naples. And then Jacob, 1792 to 1868, was sent to Paris. And it doesn't say anything about kids after those last 4, so I'm assuming they had kids. I mean, they still got to be alive. I mean, they have to be. They had to have bred.
I think if you knew so much shit, like, if you were chosen or whatever, you knew too much shit, like, I don't know. I think that you're fucked. If you just knew all that shit, like, just knew too much shit about everything.
I always worry
especially if they showed you. If they showed you. No, I mean, like, if they actually showed you, like, all the secrets, like, you'd be like, oh, fuck, now what? Like, they just showed me all the shit, now what, you know? I always wondered about that. Like, showing you some alien shit, like, what are they gonna do with you after? Maybe they got some, like, Men in Black shit where they just wipe your memory out and it's all good.
That's what the drugs are for. I don't remember shit, man.
I still don't have a fucking lighter.
Get yourself a match.
Oh.
Goddamn. Yeah. Okay, so they do have kids. Got another Jacob. And they're, yeah.
Jacob is
Jacob
is alive.
Yeah. Well, The first one died. Actually, his name's Nathaniel Charles Jacob Rothschild, 4th Baron Rothschild. This is the 4th generation.
He's still alive.
Wait, what?
And you have Evelyn.
The
fourth.
Rothschilds, yeah, they're still alive.
And you have
That's not true.
Evelyn.
And they're all, yeah.
Who's the head?
Probably Jacob. Lord Rothschild, born 1936. British peer, investment banker, the member of the
So
Rothschild.
he's still alive?
family. Yeah.
What the fuck? Alien
Doesn't have a death
motherfucker.
day. Yeah. Lizard people, bruh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're aliens.
Oil
They're-
interests.
They're
There we
aliens.
The
Lizard
oil
people.
Fucking-
interests.
Do you believe in astrology?
No.
I wouldn't live and die
don't
by
know
it.
what's the thing
I
about.
think people are nuts that follow it. I'm a
I would-
Leo.
I wouldn't live and
blah,
die.
blah, blah.
I wouldn't
So-
live and die by astrology.
I would not. Like, you could use stars and stuff to navigate and shit like that. But
I wouldn't bet my life on it.
that, no. Like at night, they're good for like navigating. Like if especially back in the day before we had the technology we have. That's what the sailors and shit used to navigate the seas with the stars. They could tell what direction they were going based off of what constellations and stuff like that were in the sky. I wouldn't mind finding their origins. Like, who was the first Rothschild?
And the guy you mentioned, Meyer Amschel,
No, I'm talking before him.
he was the only one that really mattered.
Well, how do you accrue the wealth that they already had?
He probably
I mean, they
slit
were
the right
Jewish.
throats.
Yeah, I mean,
They probably slit the
Jews-
right throats or knew the right
Jews
people.
been killing Jews for a long time.
He probably slit the right. They probably slit the in the right throats, or they were loan sharks, or something.
Wonder what goes through their head just having that much power.
So I hope nobody finds out the truth.
They want to
Because if they
depopulate.
do, we're gonna die. Well, yeah, they want to depopulate so they can bring out more of their people.
That's what I wanted to bring up. The Georgia the Georgia
Georgia
Guidestones. You guys
Oh
know?
yeah. I'm glad that thing got destroyed.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know who's behind it. Yeah. I don't know if it. Yeah. I don't know if it was a. Yeah. I don't know if it was a Fed or just a regular unknown.
Act of God. A lightning bolt struck it.
No. It was some guy
So
who
they
rolled up
say.
and planted some bombs.
Oh,
No. It was some guy. No, it was some guy. No, it was some guy on the camera. No, it was some guy who rolled up and planted some bombs on camera.
well, he did a good service. The thing needs to be taken down.
Well, there
We're
was.
far from overpopulation.
Well, something that people that forgot about is it. Well, something that people that don't remember is there's a capsule buried under the in the Guidestones,
Oh, they're gonna rebuild it.
and they never dug up the in the capsule.
Hmm. That's always fun. There's a capsule in there.
Yeah, I was like, what happened? I thought that was you. That was me.
Let's see. American Stonehenge. No, I wouldn't consider that American. That's a man-made. Well, I mean, Stonehenge is man-made too, but
It's a mystery.
how they got the stones up there and how they're still standing is the question.
And when was it created?
It's see here. Let's take a look.
I wonder what it looks like underneath.
Origin. Yeah, they should dig underneath for sure.
Wonder what the fuck's underneath those motherfuckers.
I bet you there's all kinds of bodies buried under that thing.
Like underneath the rocks.
Some believe it was a monument for sacrificing people to their pagan gods. Some believe it was a doorway into another dimension. No, there's so many different theories behind what its purpose was.
Can you just push one of them fucking things over, or what? Like, how much force does it take to push one of those rocks over?
Let's see, deposits containing human bone date back from as early as 3000 BC. And it continued at least another 500 years. They don't have a lot of history on it. Let's see here. Oh, God. This goes back.
How much would do one of those rocks weigh? You know, I mean, the freaking...
Let's see here. It consists of outer ring of vertical sarsen standing stones, each around 13 feet, 7 feet wide, and weighing around 25 tons. Topped by
25 tons.
Yep. Topped by connecting horizontal intel stones. Inside is a ring smaller of blue stones.
The elephant weighs like 2 tons.
2 bulkier verticals. God damn, these are words I've never seen before. Sarsens, joined by 1 intel. Is a line towards the sunrise on the summer solstice. Stones are set with earthworks in the middle of the descent complex of Neolithic and Bronze Age monuments. I'm sure it has something to do with some occult shit.
So it was like 13 elephants, 1 rock or some shit, huh?
I guess. I don't know. 4 or 5 possibly large post holes. I'm just kind of reading through. It's date to around 8000 BC.
How the fuck did they get that 1 rock on top of the other 2 rocks? Anyways.
Exactly. That's part of the mystery behind it.
You'd have to... Maybe they had some sort of crane back in the day. I don't know. Maybe they got a bunch of fucking people to just... I don't know.
Pulleys and just have the slaves get to work.
Maybe it'd have to take a lot of leverage. And then how would you be able to... It doesn't take too much like brain power to figure it out. Once you figure it out, I feel like they're like, oh, you just kind of push on this and then it goes up, and then you kind of just push that and then it goes on top of that, you know. Maybe. Who knows? Some sort of system, maybe. I don't know.
I think that they're pulling back. I think they're pulling. Okay. There's a few things. There's a few things that. Okay. There have been a few events that have happened somewhat recently that make me think that the elites aren't steamrolling full speed ahead.
Because they know if they do, we're gonna resist.
Yeah. you have the vaccine mandate is being lifted in New York City. It's being lifted.
I heard that. I don't know where I heard this from, but Joe Biden called off the whole coronavirus thing and everything.
Yeah,
He was talking about
he said
that.
the pandemic is over, is what he said. He said the pandemic is
Yeah,
over.
and said something, and then people were saying, "Oh, coronavirus isn't real," and this and that now, and that's what I was hearing.
It's a man-made. If it is real, it is a man-made virus.
I was watching a
I
whole.
think it was just the flu mixed with pneumonia.
You know what? I freaking got some shit that it fucking. Oh man, I got sick as a motherfucker, and I've had it before. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe it was just. I know that everyone that took the shot got fucked up though. All my friends that took the shot, they got fucked up.
I'm glad I didn't take it. Thank God for a strong immune system. Yee.
I know, same. I didn't take that shit either. I was like, fuck that. I was like, I don't care if fucking I'm dying and you didn't take the shot and I'm in the hospital dying. Don't fucking come see me. Don't take the shot. For your sake. There's times I was in the hospital and I was like, fucking, people can't see me because they gotta take that shot. And I'm like, don't take the shot. Don't even fucking see me. Just stay home. I'm all good. You know.
I'm looking at it's a computer rendering of the overall site of Stonehenge. It looks like it's not only like a clock, but like a lunar calendar. I'll share the link to the chat. I don't know if I'm an admin or not, so y'all have to copy and paste it.
Can you pull up the chat on the stream thing, whatever it's called?
Let's see what have I
Absolute.
missed, because I've been reading instead of paying attention to the chat and talking.
Yeah, I haven't been looking at the chat at all. Oh, I don't know if you want to just keep it like, you know, on automatic, just kind of goes through what people say, or because I'm not on the chat. I mean, it's up to you. I don't really mind either way. Just kind of chatting.
We're about to hit 2 hours. We're about to hit. I don't know. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys want to. I don't know if you guys want to stay on by yourselves and keep talking. But I was thinking I'm around 2 hours going to sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind.
We stay backstage and bullshit.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm gonna check out the chat. Actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too. The bank name Foundation de Rothschild in Paris. Yeah. In my opinion, if they showed me all the secrets of the world, my heart might not ever see the light again. Because it would distort.
That's like what it sounds like.
You would realize you've been lied to the whole time. in your reality,
wait, what did you just say?
Crashing around you. I'm reading Mars Lowell's comment after there's the bank name Foundation de Rothschild. He said, in my honest opinion, they showed me all the secrets of the world. My heart might not ever see the light again. It's a box of Rothschild. I have a question. Are you familiar with a game called Yes, I am, Mars. There's a lot of hidden Illuminati stuff in there too. Ones that had an army of children and sons. Yeah. And people know there's a capsule under it. The Freemasons did. More than likely. And more than likely it was a Freemason that funded the Georgia Guidestones as well.
R.C. Christensen.
Yeah, that's supposedly a pseudonym. A pseudoname.
It's just some sick, creepy shit.
Occult shit.
It's just some sick, creepy shit. It's just some sick, creepy shit that he doesn't even want you to know that he paid for it and that he's the one who wanted it built.
Grams. Who's Grams, Sam P? Kissinger and Carl Schwab or Rothschild? How would that? Oh, because the daughters married off and they had kids, so they'd be Rothschild blood. Let's take a look. I'm gonna keep that up. Former United States Secretary of State. German, born Heinz Alfred Kissinger. So he changed his name. Sound less German. May 27th of 1923. Served under Nixon and Ford. A Jewish refugee who fled Nazi Germany. Became National Security Advisor in 1969. Secretary of State in 1973. He was behind the negotiating ceasefire of Nam. Realpolitik refers to enacting or engaging in diplomatic or political policies based primarily on consideration of given circumstances and factors, rather than strictly being itself as goddamn. A lot of bullshit in here. Trying to find his parents. Family and personal life.
Fucking muted. I was fucking muted? What the fuck? Sorry. I was like talking to myself and shit.
It's not far off from what you normally do anyways, isn't it?
Oh, whatever. No, I don't know. I'm looking through the chat right now, and I was trying to see if anyone was fucking roasting me for all the stupid shit I say.
Nah, you do that enough for us. You make it easy, sir.
Dude, I was on fucking mute the whole time.
You poor bastard.
You gave a whole speech.
Dude, I was talking.
All kinds of profound bullshit.
You gave a whole speech about some life changing shit about some. You gave a whole speech
It's gonna
about some
change
about some
everyone's
profound
fucking.
life changing fucking epiphanies, and it was all. Yeah,
Some life-changing shit, and you fucked it up, man.
it was all in vain.
God
Yeah,
damn. I had something. This is involving dishonoring the family and going to the forest. But no. This is a bad joke. I can't find this fool's fucking parents. Found his wife, Nancy. And I think they're still alive. And from a tall, thin Jew to a short, fat Jew.
I think Grams is like grandma or something. I think that's what Samantha's talking about. Unless not Grams.
And he's part of the Kabbalah. He was at the World Economic Forum. I don't know why. He's no longer involved in politics. He shouldn't be involved anymore. So why is he over there?
Schwab is the dude.
That's just Kissinger. I'm going to start looking up Schwab. I might be able to find more on Schwab.
I think Bill Gates is a complete piece of crap.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think that Bill Gates is just like...
He's part of the global Kabbalah.
Yeah, he brought up all that farmland, and that's something else I wanted to talk about. Is even though in some ways the globalists are kind of or even though the globalists are kind of pulling back a little bit, in some ways there's still a bunch. There's still the Bill Gates. There's still the food thing. There's still the food plants being destroyed, and then there's still Bill Gates buying up all this fucking farmland, and all this shit is just not a good combination. You know, and all this shit is just not a good chain of events in recent history.
Samantha's gotta go. She got church stuff tomorrow.
Sure. Stop by again. Appreciate it. I don't know if that's your real photo in the YouTube thumbnail, but yeah. She seems kind of based. So that's a good thing. She didn't come in here, you know. She didn't come in here. She didn't come in here. I'm trolling and talking all this this fucking nonsense. She came in here based. So come again and thank you.
Have a good night, Samantha.
Stampy's pretty cool. I haven't found a reason to not like her yet.
She's probably chiller than me, to be honest. Yeah, she's way chiller than me. I say the most random shit, to be honest. I got ADHD up that ass.
You're easy to troll. fucking Dean Smith earlier. I give him a hard time because he gets so triggered so easily.
You don't say fucking hi for shit sometimes. I'll be like, yo, what's up? And you're just like, you totally skip. What's up, Bink? You're like, hello, everyone. If I say hi, you're like, hello, everyone. And I'm like, oh, skipping me, you know, say hi to everyone else.
I say hi to
when
everyone.
I say hi, you're like,
everybody.
hello, everyone. when I comment, no, if someone else comments, they're like,
saying something.
I mean,
I catch you almost
after
every time.
hello, everyone. I'm just messing around.
Just being petty.
I think it's funny though, but you've done it to me the past like 2 times though, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because you're being a bitch about it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I know it triggers you though too. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep bothering them back about it. No, I don't care. I'm just kidding.
No,
First time,
if I'm in the middle of saying something, or if I'm in the if I'm really enthralled with what I'm doing, you could ask anybody that's been in my chat before. I miss people sometimes. I'll get them later if I remember. It's nothing personal.
No, I know. What was I going to say?
Multitasking, get along a little bit.
You know why I got into your channel, Chaos?
How? Why? How? I need to know.
How? Well, I was watching Skyrim. I was watching Skyrim. And you were actually, I stayed subscribed to you. I almost fucking unsubscribed to you. Because, honestly, you're, like, the setup on the outside, like, the edges kind of,
fuck with the game.
No, like, the frame to your, the whole chaos frame on the outside of, it kind of threw me off. I didn't really, know what to think about it. I was like, this, to be honest, I wasn't digging it. I didn't, I want to be honest. Okay. I'm being honest. I didn't like it that much, and I didn't know who you were. I was thinking you were, a nerd of some sort. Not, don't take it personal. I was just saying, like, not like that, but like, it was more like, I don't know. I don't know. But then I clicked on it. I'm like, who the fuck is this person that keeps popping up in my damn, my subscription? Like, you know. And then I went in and I was like, oh shit, this guy's really, I was like, dude, this guy, this is the Steve-O dude. That sounds like Steve-O, yo. So, and then you like acted like Steve-O and even like sounded like you would party like Steve-O and like fucking like everything like that. So I was like, oh, this guy is sick.
What was it that you said that kind of bugged you? You say is my background overlay with the Chaos for You 728 plays with Broly and all that.
The frame, just the frame. It threw me off.
The phone.
No, the frame of like the stream, like the red outside frame kind of. I don't know.
Oh, while I was at my live scene, the frame I had around it.
Yeah. You're
like
live
with earlier where I had like the skull and all that stuff. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
It kind of, I don't know why. It kind of I'm not hating on it at all. I always used to, like before I start watching, like how I do now. It just kind of, I was just looking at like, I just didn't know what to think about it.
Yeah, originally those were actually for my cam overlay, but I expanded it and made it the screen overlay instead.
I'm not hating on it. I just thought it was odd. Like, not odd. It's hard to explain.
I think I understand what you mean. You know, I am an oddball, so.
I'm not. But then when you start watching, it's all good. Like I was just like, there's a lot of shit going on and outside of the screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to spice my shit up a little bit. Like, I'm a total pleb with this shit, dude. Like, it's a learning process for me. Like, I barely know what I'm doing.
I love the streams. Now I love the streams. So I'm not gonna like.
I'm glad people are enjoying them. That's for sure.
I think I got you mixed up with another person. Actually, that's why I didn't click on it for the longest time. Because I was subscribed to you for like a long time.
I think I remember.
But then I just started. Yeah.
If that happens, I'll have people pop up and they'll subscribe and then they'll never come back.
I was freaking.
And it's kind of like, I'm kind of okay with that. Because, you know, it gets me a subscriber, but.
I was wondering about your internet, because I thought it was my internet. You know how it shows the little circle and stuff, and it
was all
buffering and all that.
It's all Spectrum at this point.
Yeah, and then I had to push it down to 144 pixel just to. I thought it was that, but I guess it's not that. I was just kind of.
Yeah, it was all me. I hate it when that happens. It's only at night, so hopefully after I get the service call out here and get it dealt with, I won't have that issue anymore.
It's like ever since you got banned from
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to say that. Oh no, I could say anything I want, kind of. No, I'm going on Corey Slater's stream. Yep.
I've thought about going into a comment section and being petty, but it is what it is. He showed his true colors.
I thought he was,
because I thought he was a pretty good dude, but when he went and pulled that shady shit, I was like, no, whatever respect I still had for him was gone. Like, I was just gonna let bygones be bygones, you know.
I didn't think you'd be like actually banned for that long. I thought you were gonna be able to figure it out, but then
I thought I was gonna be able to fight it, but no.
I figured after that, then you're.
And I even tried arguing. It was like, I call bullshit, sir. I know how the system works. I was collections. I was like right up there at the top, so I know how it works with that. I know you could do something, so don't tell me that. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna. It's like, well, fuck.
Who answered, like a random Indian dude or something, or?
It was some dude.
Did you guys want to chat on backstage?
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you guys want to give your closing statements?
Unless you have more to talk about.
Bill Gates is sus. Bill Gates, I could. Bill Gates, I can give a roast session on Bill Gates.
Bill Gates has been injecting Africans with all kinds of foreign
and Indian
things.
And
Indians too.
And Africans and Indians with his vaccine.
Africans and Indians with their vaccines.
And we're talking millions, have died, and he's just like, oh well, I guess I fucked up, and
it's like, okay, well, let's go back to the drawing board and we'll start a new one and see if this next one works. And they'll come over and inject them all and wipe out another batch of them, and back to the drawing board. It's eugenics. He would be the definition of a white supremacist. He's a fucking Jew, and people don't want to talk about that. Just tell by looking at him. They all have that look.
They all have that look.
It's that big ass nose of his.
Dude, I used to have a Jewish teacher that had the biggest tits.
God damn
She
it,
always
Bingus.
used to talk about.
Were they saggy or were they nice and firm and big?
I don't even know if they're fake, but she always used. She was this Jewish chick, my teacher, and she was like this Jewish chick that talked about fucking that during the war, you know, the people that hid up in the attic and shit.
Oh, Anne Frank or whatever.
Anne Frank. She always talked about Anne Frank with her big old fucking humongous boobies. They do have that certain look too. I
Oh,
would
look at Ben
bang a
Shapiro's
Jewish chick.
sister. God damn. I'd let her spin on my dreidel.
You know who looks good?
They got that mouth.
I think her name is.
Who?
I think her name is. Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks.
I
think her name is.
No, I know who you're talking about.
I'd smash that.
I would not.
She's kind of a cunt, but she looks pretty good.
That right there is enough to deter me from even wanting to stick my dick in her.
If she just stops talking, it would be
Yeah,
much.
if she shut her fucking mouth, she'd be great.
Exactly. If she just if her mouth was used only for sucking, it would.
Anahit Misak Kasparian is an American progressive. Fucking progressives, pieces of shit. Terrible media host, university instructor. Oh God, she's indoctrinating the youth.
Yeah, she's a misguided cunt.
I mean, most of them are misguided as fuck. Married to Christian Lopez, 2015. What's this fucker look like? Oh God. He's got a punchable face. He has a punchable face, a very punchable face.
I don't know. I've had
He
so
reminds
many
me of the douchebag from Creed,
Scott Stapp.
I guess. I don't know, he kind of has his look without the crooked nose.
I heard
There's
that.
a lot of different pictures popping up of him, though.
I heard
Are we
Scott
still
Stapp.
online right now?
I heard Scott Stapp on When Broke. Yeah, we're still live.
You're like, yeah. Okay.
He's an artist.
I heard Scott Stapp. He had millions and he's broke as a fucking. And he's broke as a joke. I heard Scott Stapp. I don't know how much money they made at their peak, but I heard he lost fucking. I heard he lost fucking everything. Scott
Well,
Stapp.
that fast money goes just as fast.
And somebody else who lost all their money. Somebody else that comes to mind is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. He had like $500 million at his peak, and he would probably be a billionaire if he wouldn't have pissed it all away at his peak.
You know, cocaine's a hell of a drug, man.
And tigers and cars and mansions.
Yeah. He lived that very fast lifestyle, and that money goes
I've
just as
never
fast.
done coke in my life.
And tigers and cars and Rolls Royces and like 20 and 20 sports cars. He blew all his fucking money.
Squandered it on worthless shit.
I've tried
I
cocaine.
had people trying to give me cocaine.
I've
so
tried
many
cocaine.
times, and
It's a hell
I've
of a
never
drug.
done it.
I've tried, I've done. And
I've tried cocaine.
eh.
It tastes
Once in
good.
a blue moon, it's okay, but that's that.
I do. I do the snort taste. I do the snort eat.
A little down the finger, rub it on the gums just to make sure my gums go numb. I'm going back to the dealer's house and beating his ass and taking his stash.
I do it like Scarface when he was in the car.
Just bury your face in a pile of it.
No, that was it. No, that was at his house. That was at his. That was his house when he was. I'm talking about. That was at his house when he was in his when he was in New York. What you're thinking about is the whole mountain of coke on his desk. I'm talking about when he was in the car. Talking about when he had the piece of paper in the car when they were ready to whack the UN guy. Before they started driving, he had a piece of paper, and he was like, and he did sniff, ate the rest.
It'd be a hell of a story snorting coke with the Yakuza in Japan, snorting coke off of samurai swords.
Or even blow. You seen the movie?
Dude, I wouldn't want to
guys-
be around anyone
Yeah,
that
I have.
snorts coke off a samurai
have.
sword, but
Dingus.
I haven't seen that.
Wait,
Wait, what's
what's
it called?
snorted off of a key blow?
I'm supposedly.
Is that the
Nick,
movie?
I think it has Nick Cage,
No,
Nicolas
Johnny
Cage?
Depp.
Johnny Depp. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Nick Cage did fuck.
The
Can't
gun
remember the name
movie.
of it. Yeah, it was he was doing a lot of coke, and the
Or
chick
Face
OD'd
Off.
No, I think
Or
it had what's his fucking name in it? Samuel Jackson. I can't remember the fucking name. It was Nick Cage, Samuel Jackson.
I don't remember that combo. I don't remember a combo. I
I
don't remember a movie
think I know a
with those.
movie.
I do remember
Oh,
Face Off.
fucking.
Like
that
Face Off.
was. Wait,
Are you talking
not Nick
about when
Cage.
the start of the movie
Fuck,
he walks
Getting
in,
my people mixed
he
up. God
deals
damn
fucking
it.
heroin and shit, or
I'm getting my people
the
mixed
start of
up.
the movie? There's
John Travolta
John
Face
Travolta,
Off.
yeah,
Jackson.
It's
That's
Pulp
a good
That
Fiction.
one.
Pulp Fiction. Thank you. It
Yeah,
was-
when he walks in
fucking
and there's
eluding me. Yeah, cocaine. It's a hell of a drug. Once in a blue moon, it's okay, but past that, no. Don't do it.
It was
every day.
heroin.
Was it heroin? I thought it was cocaine.
that was
Pulp-
yeah,
It was
yeah.
heroin in Pulp Fiction. It
Really?
was heroin. It was heroin that Uma
was that
Thurman
blonde
shot
chick.
up. It was heroin that it was heroin in their briefcase. It was heroin that Uma Thurman OD'd on.
Was it? I thought it was cocaine because she snorted it.
No, she shot it. I think no. You're right. No, you're right. She snorted it. I think it was
He was in
heroin.
his house. He was in the shower.
I think it was heroin, bro.
It could have been. I mean, I know you can smoke it. I know you can inject it. I didn't know you could snort it.
It's way more. It's way easier to OD on heroin than on cocaine.
Oh fuck. Oh man, I got stressed.
Armenian genocide.
I don't know. We can talk backstage unless you want to. We can talk backstage, but if you want to go in, on Bill Gates.
I mean, other than I'm pretty sure he helped fund part of the Rona.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he did. The sphincter Pfizer or whatever the fuck it's called.
And the whole reason he's buying up all this land for farming is he wants to hold the monopoly on the GMO market for food production.
A fucking vegetarian.
We're fixing to be eating like not real meat and stuff like that, and it's going to be official. Everything's going to be artificial, and Bill Gates is going to be spearheading it. Dude,
You guys want to give?
Turkish
you guys wanna-
fucked up shit.
Yeah.
You guys want to keep streaming, or you want to? What do you guys want to do?
Oh, it's creeping up on 5:30. I'm fixing to start getting ready for work, so I'm fixing to be dip potato chipping.
I'm getting pretty tired myself.
So fuck Bill Gates.
Yeah,
So
definitely
fuck Bill Gates, and we're out.
Yeah.